Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So please ignore the state of the car situation, and shiny and lighting is banging. I'm actually on my way. It's Monday morning. I'm going for a swim with the triathlon club that I went for a run with last week, and I've just managed to get a crump in. I thought I'd vlog this week, so this is a very typical week of me trying to fit everything in, and it just might be a bit interesting and have a little catch up. So get this swim done and then I'll do a proper intro. So I'm just going to eat this and then we'll go and have a catch up. Okay, we're sat down. I've got my matcha. This is the best one I've made so far, so I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, this is a look. This is part of my life now, along with Lemsips, it turns out. Yeah, so I don't think I actually put on here, I definitely haven't put on here actually, but it is on my Instagram. So I'll put my Instagram down here. Come and follow me if you don't already. And I went to the local triathlon club. And I've had issues with clubs before, which I think I'm going to talk about in this vlog actually. I might speak about that on Thursday, about the kind of problem that I had, which put me off clubs completely again. Anyway, I'm not going to get distracted into that conversation. But I went on Monday and went for a run on the track session with them, and it was really good. It was really lovely, really nice. So I've joined them, paid the membership, which was actually reasonable. It was £15 for the year or something. And yeah, had a really nice time. So I thought I'd go for a swim with them this week, and it was kind of a test. I'm not made of money, and this is an expensive sport. So I'm trying to put my efforts and my money to where it's most valuable. So I did discover last week, I might try and put a picture here, of an outdoor swimming place, which is honestly 6 miles up the road, which I never knew about. And I actually learned from a patient, which, thank you, was very handy. And that's £20 membership for the year, and then £7 each time you swim. But it's a big outdoor quarry, it's a dive centre, looks really nice. There's obviously people there all the time. It's open in the winter, so that's really valuable. And then the swim session today was another £5.17 each time I go to swim there with the colts. So I went today to kind of find out if it was lessons as such, or anyway. It was lovely. The social aspect, brilliant. Everyone was really kind, really nice, really supportive. However, I think paying for a swim session to do drills and then paying for the outdoor swim a week, that then ups that cost. Over 6 months adds up, not gonna lie, alongside everything else. So I have joined a slightly more rubbish gym this year, because it had a pool. The gym is a much better environment. The pool, however, not so much, and it doesn't have the sauna swim. It does have the sauna and steam room and stuff, but not so easily accessible, and for an extra £20 a month. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I think after today, but I think my money is better spent on the £7 a week to go and do my long swim in an actual lake where I can swim around. So that's the plan, that's what I'm gonna do. And I thought I'd vlog this week, because it is very typical week of me trying to fit everything in and sometimes failing, and it all looks so messy. So a trigger warning, if this particular picture gives you anxiety of how messed up it is, it does me too. I hate it, but this is what the change of the week is. So I've had a lot going on the last couple of weeks, which I'm going to talk about probably tomorrow. So I'll probably update tomorrow. I've actually got an operation coming up, which was supposed to be last week and it wasn't. Motivation, and yeah, it's all gone a bit awry. So today, this is my week. This is what we're gonna do. It's been a minute. I've also got 2 night shifts this week. So it was supposed to be a recovery week. But again, I'll talk about that tomorrow, because I'm not doing any training tomorrow, so there's nothing to fit in. And I'm gonna finish my matcha. I'm gonna go and take the dog for a walk. I'm gonna make some banana bread. I've got a couple of Amazon parcels that need sending back, and I've got a 2-hour bike ride to fit in. So I'll see you on the bike ride. Hello. So I'm halfway through my ride, or I reckoned I was halfway through my ride. One problem I have is I don't know where I'm going. I did strap my watch to my bike once. I say once, like I've ridden lots on the last ride, which was probably ride number 4. So I looked on Google and I came down to what I previously mentioned, the swim centre, where I'm going to be doing outdoor swimming. Because I drove here, and generally if I've driven somewhere I know how to get there. So I drove here and I checked on Google, it said 47 minutes. I thought, well, it's Google, so it's probably going to take me 40. No. And I'm not doing this as like a pig-headed kind of, I'm really good. But, yeah, it took me 28 minutes. And I'm not doing it because I think I'm really fast. I'm doing that because it's really annoying. Because now that's only going to be an hour, not nearly 2 hours. I did see on Google, I think I can go down there and go left, and then it will bring me back down the coastal path. I have no idea. We do actually have to sleep today as well, but I'm going to give that a go. So yeah, lesson learnt. Google lies. Google lies. Fake news. That's what that was. Fake news. I found my way back. And actually I was out in total for an hour and 45 minutes, which was 2 hours was the aim. Obviously halfway through you'll have just seen it was 25 minutes. I didn't turn around and go back. I did follow that road, got pretty lost, found my way back to the sea. Just needed to head for the sea, promenade, back down the cycle track, and yeah, an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm really pleased with that, because I was going to be happy with kind of an hour's 20, to be honest, given I should be going to bed and stuff and got lots to do. I didn't take the dog before I went because she did actually have a walk this morning, so I thought I'd just take her when I get back. She was pretty chilled after I'd had breakfast and stuff, so I left her be. So I now need to go and do that once I've removed, yeah, all of the layers. So yeah, really pleased with that actually. I'll put a little thing up to show what it was, and I reckon it's probably another personal record of longest ride, so can't complain at all, but do now need to, it's cold though. It's like, look, I don't know, you can't really see, all the feeling is gone again, which is a bit of a nightmare when I didn't get in the shower. But I've washed the bike, I've put oil on the bike, and yeah, pleased with that ride. Walk the dog, get into bed, chill out for a bit. So, full disclosure, I've actually written down on a bit of paper what I'm going to be talking about each day for this vlog, because I find a ramble, or I try and fit lots in and it doesn't really work. So I've just written down the topic of what I'm talking about. And I mentioned yesterday about this operation. So I have a number of gynae problems. I'm going to do a totally different YouTube on that. The struggles women have with training and life in general around hormones and things. So I won't go into massive detail, but basically I was due the operation. I'd hammered my training, didn't give myself any rest days because I knew I had to rest for 2 weeks. Got to the day, sat in hospital bed all day, operation got cancelled, and it is what it is. I work in this industry. I'm not going to take that to heart. It was not life-saving surgery. Annoying, yes. Life-saving, no. It has been rescheduled now for next week, which is great, but on the other hand, I've just gotten back into the flow of consistency of training and into the habit and having some motivation to go and do it. And it's kind of grinding to a halt again for 2 weeks off again. So it's a bit tedious. So this week I always book my deload recovery weeks, active recovery weeks, into when I do my night shifts, which is generally 1 week a month. Because for obvious reasons, I'm on nights, I'm already depleted, feeling rubbish, tired. To then try and hammer myself is just not going to work. So it's a really good tactic if you are a shift worker to book your deload weeks into the ones where you know you're already going to be pretty goosed. However, as of next week, I'm going to be resting for 2 weeks. So I've kind of added in the sessions, which is partly why the week looks so messy, and just play it by ear. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get those second sessions in. And just see how I feel, which based on yesterday's complete lack of sleep altogether and how busy my shift was last night, probably isn't going to be great. But I've got a little treat for myself tomorrow, which I will take you along with as well. And good morning. Wow. Tired. Very, very tired. Actual state of me. Right. Just got home. I've had some life admin to sort out. which was fine. And today, I think I mentioned yesterday that I'm having a bit of a treat day, a bit of a self-care day, which I don't do very often, and I'm actually gonna go and get my hair done, which seems a bit counterintuitive because I basically live with my hair up the entire time. I'm actually going to get it lightened a little bit. So my hair is, hang on a minute, my hair is blonde. I am a blonde. This is my natural hair colour. But in the winter, with the significant lack of sun that we get in this country, you can kind of see the difference. It's really quite light at the bottom, and then it's just over the winter it goes this really kind of, because the sun's not hitting it basically, it stays quite dark, and it's just a bit just make it look like I've made a bit of an effort, even though I very rarely do. And just, it's kind of I say self-care, it's just to remind myself sometimes that I'm a girl because I live in work clothes, gym clothes, running clothes, dog walking clothes, and not much else really. So I got 2 hours sleep yesterday because there was a small 4-legged blonde thing downstairs who really didn't want to sleep. So yeah, I've had no sleep really in 2 days, which is exhausting, and worked and had a bike ride and stuff. So today she's actually gone to daycare. I decided yesterday, I was kind of at the end of my tether a bit, and I was like, no, I need to actually rest. A bit horrible, I'm just exhausted, and without proper recovery, training isn't worth doing anyway, because I'm not giving my body a chance and I'll just run myself into the ground and end up ill. So I'm going to go to bed. Good night. I'm a little bit obsessed. If I could curl my hair like this, and if I actually could, I would wear it down way more often. It's perfect for going and sitting on the sofa for the rest of the afternoon. Good evening. I love my hair. Yeah, that's that day done. So this morning, let's talk about that. I had some admin to sort out in the morning, which I did. Sorry, it's like stretching my back. Which I did, and then tried to go to bed. Went to bed, was rudely awoken about 35-40 minutes later by somebody banging on the door, which I can only say thank goodness he was dropping off new shoes. Because if it had been a salesman, I might have cried. So that wasn't great. So I had 40 minutes this morning, and then this afternoon my hair took 3 hours. Love him, he's great. The kid that does my hair, I say kid, he's 20, but to me, yeah, 3 hours. So that kind of scuppered plans for an afternoon on the sofa because the appointment was 12. Anyway, boring. I got new shoes. They are the same model that I've definitely previously talking about my shoes. The reason I've got new shoes is the shoes that I'm running in now, I can feel my left big toe hitting the floor. So it's obviously just got quite a lot of wear on this bit. But to be honest, they're still, everything else is still great. I'm not one for throwing a pair of shoes away after a certain amount of miles. Like, who's got time to be counting mileage, if I'm honest, in a pair of shoes? So I just stuck with what I know. These are the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s. My old ones were the Speed 3s, and these are in a lovely blue, which I have just realised match my new bike, rather unintentionally. Good job he was dropping shoes off. And I got a new bike part. That's what the other little random parcel thing was. So I've just spent the last 40 minutes trying to work all that out and reminding myself why I love running and hate cycling for faff purposes. But I now do have an axle that fits not only in my bike, but now allows me to use my new bike on the power trainer, which is great because it means I can get a lot more cycling in the week because I don't have to negotiate darkness, rain, weather, dog, all of that stuff, and be safe. tomorrow I had, well, on the plan was actually swim and gym, but didn't really take into account inputting bleach in my hair, so I have been told to avoid chlorine for a week, which I'm not arguing with, if I'm honest. And gym session, so I think I will do either a run and a bike and a gym session, but I will take you along with me for that. And I'm also going to tell you about, I will tell you this run club story. That's me, I'm done, I'm out, I quit. I'll see you in the morning. Hello, it's Thursday and I don't know what time it is, and I'm on the bike, and I'm going to be completely honest. Didn't go to the gym, haven't done anything else, and I've been on this bike now for 21 minutes and I'm probably going to get off. I woke up this morning genuinely feeling like I'd been hit by a bus. I felt worse than I've felt in the past, like after running a marathon. My legs felt like lead, just felt shattered. So I took the dog for a nice long walk, as you'll have seen her clip when we met with her friend Louie by accident, and they just charge around like bears, so that was lovely, and it's been a gorgeous day. But I spent about 4 hours this afternoon just dozing on and off on the sofa, which is not like me at all, but obviously I needed it, so I thought, fine, I can do the gym tomorrow. There's no point trying to go and injure myself. But I did want to have a little spin. I wanted to do something, if I'm honest. So I thought I'll get on the bike for half an hour. And I'm hoping making this video will take it to that half an hour so I don't feel completely useless. Because I actually have a race on Sunday. So I'm just a local half marathon trail / tarmac. I need to find out. It's going to be very hilly and I would like to give it everything really, so that's kind of my workout for the week. So I'll do the gym tomorrow, probably first thing in the morning. I'll have my run with my neighbour in the evening, which will be the shakeout type thing, fully rest on Saturday. Hopefully I've got a load of sleep in by then, and see how Sunday goes. Oh, I was going to tell you about the run club. So basically I went to the local run club. I never really join clubs because I do shift work, so it's never really worth it. And let me just bring you up here. They asked how fast I ran a 10k. I don't know. At the time I didn't know. This was only last year. Anyway, started running. It was a hill session. Went off running. And it was fine. Everyone was like really friendly and lovely. Until I said to the guy at the front, like, so I was catching up with the group in front. And then having to wait. So I was cooling down. And then catching up again. So I said to the guy, can I just join the group in front? And his words were, oh no, it's just the men in that group because they're fast. And yeah. And I thought, wow. So never mind just how ridiculous that is now in 2024, but the fact that there is evidence that I am catching up with them. I am running as fast as they can. I wasn't allowed to join them because that was basically for boys only. So needless to say, I did not go back, and there is still a long, long way to go. I have spent a lot of my life in male-dominated sports and very much a tomboy, but I thought just a little way we'd gotten over that for 2024 for kind of inclusive groups. But so that's what's always put me off joining a club since, unless it's a social club that I'm not kind of paying for. But the triathlon club have been the polar opposite. And yeah, they just don't have trail running clubs, which maybe there's a loophole in the market, gap in the market for a trail running club, because trail runners do not have that attitude. Or not a single one that I've met has ever had that attitude. So yeah, rant over. I could definitely go on about it, and I probably will in another video, but not this one. So we've now 26 minutes. I'll make it to 30, have a shower, and then I'm done. Again, I'm knackered. 27,000 steps count as a rest day? Just looked and thought, wow, okay, that's a lot. I can't decide what I want to do tomorrow. There is a 10k option. It's been such a grey day today and it's freezing. And I'm still shattered. I'm just so tired. Can't seem to shake this fatigue. Carb loaded, as if I am running tomorrow. I just can't choose, if I'm honest. And I thought, oh, I'll probably share this thought process. I'm going to go all out for either one. It is paved, we checked. Paved and very hilly. And I look at the route and I know it's hilly because the road it goes down and then up, it's just one long slope of a hill. Yeah, or I could just fob it all and go and try and do the social ride with the triathlon club. And I can't choose because there's also a running session on the Monday evening with the triathlon club. Decisions, but I guess we'll find out in the morning. See how I feel. The dog has done nothing but annoy me all day. Finally decided to curl up looking innocent and let me rest my actual legs. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So I guess a good vlogger would be like, it's going to make you dizzy if I do that, would have vlogged the whole morning. I've just been a bit of a headless chicken all morning, not really knowing what to do. Decided to run the 10k because I'm knackered and various other factors. But I wanted to do something, so I'm going to run the 10k. I'm going to give it all I've got. I'm definitely not going to get a PB because the hills are a nightmare. Interesting to see what I could do on a flat course. But I've just walked up / jogged. We don't walk up these hills the way up to the start. I've got some carbs in here. I only ate breakfast like an hour ago. Walked the dog. She swam for the first time today. I might put a little clip here because I'm really proud. And yeah, still feel pretty dead. But we're going to give it a good go. We're going to have a nice little run out. And it's the first race of the year. So it'll be good. And it's a charity one, actually. So it's for a good cause too. So can't go wrong. Alright, I'll let you know after, because I'm on my own, as per. So, no race footage from this vlogger. Hello, we're back. We're showered, we're stretched, we're trying to get warm because it's freezing. And we're pretty blooming chuffed. That was horrendous. Actually, that was, I keep saying, that's the worst 10k I've ever run. That's my second actual official 10k as a standalone race. But it was awful. The hills, I'm going to put a chart just here. Just take that in. Not okay, actually. And the wind, every time you came back up for an uphill, it was just a solid headwind. So it was a bit brutal. However, I came in, so the last time I did a standalone 10k race, I've just worked it out, was April last year. And this was the elevation for that. And the time I got for that was 49:40. Today's time, with this elevation, 49:50. I would love to know what I could do on a flat 10k, or if I could, or whether I just really enjoy the downhill, so that makes me faster. But definitely food for thought for a next race to see. My heart rate, on the other hand, we'll just pop that here. Yeah, the whole time, which is either a sign of how exhausted my body is and how battered it currently feels, or of how hard I was trying. Probably a combination of both, but that's going to take some recovering from. My plan for tomorrow is a long bike ride, long easy ride, and probably a run session on the track with the triathlon club. That could hurt. And then I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can't remember what's on the plan, and Friday is operation day. So thank you for joining me along this week. Hopefully it's been vaguely interesting to see that perfection isn't always equals success, actually, and you don't always have to feel great about doing anything. And often very rarely do, but look at the smile on my face now in comparison to before that race where I was feeling utterly dead. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe, you know the deal. And I'm going to go and demolish a Sunday roast, which I'm very excited for. Take care.